The most unlikely date in the Big Apple. Marco's dinner invitation had been as surprising as an oasis appearing in the New York desert. "I want to introduce you to the best tacos al pastor food truck in the city," he'd texted. Elisa, more accustomed to delicate soufflés than street food, had accepted with a mix of curiosity and skepticism. They met on a noisy midtown corner, near a rickety food truck emitting an aromatic smoke. Marco, this time without a tuxedo, wore worn jeans and a t-shirt that accentuated his chef's muscles. Elisa, in her favorite dress that she refused to admit was meant to impress, suddenly felt underdressed for a food truck date. "Welcome to my culinary kingdom, Elisa," Marco said with a smile, gesturing to the food truck. "No frills, just pure flavor. Like us, right?" Elisa raised an eyebrow. "I don't know if I'd compare myself to a taco al pastor, Marco. I'd rather be a delicate macaron." Marco laughed, a deep, pleasant sound. "A macaron with attitude, then." They ordered their tacos and sat on a nearby park bench, the rumble of taxis and the murmur of the New York crowd serving as their soundtrack. Elisa, to her surprise, found the tacos delicious, though the spicy salsa brought a tear to her eye. "Are you okay? I didn't know macarons cried," Marco joked, handing her a napkin. "It's a tear of joy and a little bit of hellfire spice," she replied, her nose a bit red. The conversation flowed, surprisingly easily. They talked about their passions, their culinary failures. Elisa confessed to a wedding cake that once collapsed, and Marco, a souffle that ended up on a kitchen ceiling, and their dreams for their businesses. Marco told her about his plans to open a restaurant that fused flavors from all over the world, and Elisa about her desire to expand her bakery with a line of vegan and gluten-free desserts. Suddenly, a homeless man with a out-of-tune harmonica began to play nearby. Marco, without hesitation, pulled out a few dollars and gave them to him. "I always try to help," Marco said, seeing the surprise in Elisa's eyes. "Life in New York teaches you to be a little more human, and to appreciate good food." Elisa looked at him differently. Behind the gruff, confident chef, there was a man with a big heart. The night ended with a walk through bustling Times Square. The bright lights and giant screens enveloped them. They stopped in front of a flickering marquee. "You know, Elisa," Marco said, his voice almost inaudible amidst the noise, "I thought baking was boring, but your cake at that wedding was incredible. And you're even more so." Elisa felt a flutter in her stomach. "And I thought savory cooking was just about meat and potatoes. But your dishes, and you have a spark that goes beyond salt and pepper." Marco smiled at her, and this time, there was no mischief, just genuine sweetness. Slowly, their hands sought each other out and intertwined. In the midst of the chaos and energy of Times Square, they found their own moment of calm. "So, another taco and another dessert?" Marco asked. Elisa squeezed his hand. "Only if you bring the dessert this time."